Hi, I'm Derek B., editor of the Peru Tribune, back with you for a special Sunday edition of Tomorrow's News, our daily video feature where we tell you a little bit about what to expect in the next day's paper. In the Monday, December 16th paper, we'll have a lot of stuff, especially related to the snow that hit Miami County over the weekend and gave us 5 inches of fresh powder. We'll have some information about that in our news rail, as well as in the sports rail about some events that got postponed, and we're going to keep tracking that to find out what are some of the long-term implications of the weather that broke over the weekend. In other news, Chad Abshire wrote a lead story for us for Monday's paper about the Farm Bill. There's been a proposal passed by the House, but the Senate says they will not vote on it to extend that Farm Bill. They're working to find some kind of long-term proposal that everybody finds equitable. Despite its name, 80% of the funding in the Farm Bill is not related to farms. It's related to assistance, including SNAP, which is food stamps. And a lot of folks here in Miami County rely on that. So we hope that lawmakers in Congress are able to come to some sort of agreement that doesn't gut that program too drastically, and at the same time is fair to the taxpayer. In our display story, this is really heartwarming. Eric Stoff went out and saw the Peru police do their annual Christmas for Kids shopping. There were 26 kids this year, which is an increase from 20 last year, who went out Saturday morning to Kmart and got some warm clothes for the season, and also got to pick up some toys. They hung out with cops, got to spend a little time bowling with them as well. Police Chief Joni Kennedy said it's a really good opportunity for them to get to know the police and thinking of them as friends rather than adversaries. And also, obviously, it's a great opportunity to brighten the Christmas season for some of Miami County's youngest residents. Eric also braved the weather yesterday to go up to the annual Christmas pageant, the 43rd annual on 12 Mile. They have a whole ton of volunteers, somewhere around 200, who take it in shifts to do live nativity scenes and other scenes related to the holiday. They had a lot of folks come through even despite the snow, and it's great to see them continue to succeed, bringing the holiday spirits to more folks. In slightly sadder news, Eric also reported on a house fire Sunday morning in West Peru. There was a residence that is abandoned, so fortunately there were no injuries, but about half of it was destroyed. It was a total loss, according to the Pipe Creek Fire Department. That property was assessed at about $15,000 earlier this year, so it's a shame to see that kind of damage in the community. On the business page, I did some reporting earlier this week about a partnership coming up with Peru High School and Chrysler. They're hoping that the higher technology program is going to help them prepare more students better to take advanced manufacturing jobs that should open up in the next couple of decades as the employees of Chrysler continue to age and get near retirement. Assistant Superintendent Kenneth Hansen said there's some concerns statewide about those folks getting up in age and nobody being ready to replace them, and this is a really interesting program that has some internships, some other opportunities that should really help folks be prepared to take those jobs. On the sports page, we had a lot of stuff, as I said, canceled, but we did have our correspondent Michael Brooks go out to Peru and see the boys' basketball team take on Plymouth. Nick Roby also wrote a story for us about our boys soccer player of the year, who had a really important impact in a sectional final game in a penalty kick. You can read all about that in tomorrow's print Peru Tribune. You can read all about it tonight at perutribune.com. You can find it on Facebook, and you can find our content on Twitter as well. You can also find me and our reporters on Twitter. I won't be with you tomorrow. I will be elsewhere taking care of our web initiative, so Chad Abshire will be with you for Monday's Tomorrow's News. I'm Derek B. That's Tomorrow's News. I will see you Wednesday.